Dear parent, thank you for taking time to go through this set of briefing slides regarding the National Digital Literacy Program, in short, NDLP. In this briefing, we will be explaining to parents the rationale behind NDLP, and we will also be sharing with you some of our teaching and learning plans for learning with a personal learning device. We will also be covering on some of the technical details with regards to the personal learning devices as well as the purchase plan for our learning device. I'm sure most of us, if not all, will agree that digital technology is very important. Digital technology is becoming increasingly pervasive in jobs, workplaces, and society. Hence, there is a need to equip our students with the necessary digital literacy so that they can be better prepared for the future. Under the NTLP, every secondary school student will own a school-prescribed personal learning device, in short, PLD. Students may use funds from their EduSave account to pay for the PLD. There are altogether three aims with regards to the use of PLD. Firstly, it is to support the development of digital literacy. Second, is to support self-directed and collaborative learning. Third, is about enhancing teaching and learning. In the next slide is a video whereby students from different schools share their learning experiences with regards to the use of the PLD.
Our device provided was laptop.
We can use our own personal learning device.
I was very happy because I got a tablet you can do for educational purposes.
It's like a new thing for us. We have a new device that we have never used before.
As well as homework and revision.
Teachers will upload a lot of videos which we can learn from, like a self-directed learning for us.
My teacher used a game called Battleship to help us understand the concepts between plotting.
Once, we went on a learning journey to the Singapore River. We had to scan QR codes and then answer some questions about the passage.
We also use the PLD for our oral examination. We can record our voice and see which one is better and submit it.
There's more participation now. Let's say quizzes. Everyone can join it.
Yeah, sometimes teacher give you a reward after you.
Yeah, you get rewards.
Yeah, which makes it very exciting for us
the
to play.
suspense especially.
Everybody started to bond with each other and having fun, and they're interacting one another, getting to know one another through the PLD.
In math class, after you answer the math questions, you can see your peers' responses, and it gives you a wider perspective of how people approach the question.
Our teacher show certain answers that needs improvement. We can learn from their mistakes and our mistakes too.
I think it has enabled communication and collaboration as now group works. We can just communicate to each other via email and we can edit the work together.
Hey, do you know that you can actually save your notes in the cloud so that you can revise through your notes at home at your own time and your own pace?
It's also helped me extend my learning beyond the classroom because I can refer to so many educational websites.
Now we have access to a lot of platforms so we can enhance our learning.
I can learn from the combo, keep doing every day. Essay 2 tests, I passed. This is my first time pass English. I'm so happy, man.
Now everyone has to be responsible of their own learning rather than the teacher just keep telling them what to do.
There are distractions on the internet, so it's really easy to just go off and do something else. It also teaches you about self-control.
I took the initiative of deleting my games and back up on my studies.
It's only when it gets really boring.
Yeah.
Overall, we are good kids. We pay attention in class. Thank you, teachers.
It has made me increase in my responsibility because now I have my own personal device, can't lose it or spoil it or anything.
PLD too.
PLD. Because you can search easily.
Books.
PLD.
Books are more heavier. Why do you like them?
I kind of prefer the feel of paper over the feel of metal.
The PLD is much faster because I can just type in what I'm looking for and I can find it immediately.
PLD with more visuals, it's easier to understand.
Books. You won't spoil your eyes that much also, right?
I'll choose the PLD because everyone in the class seems much more lively.
More engaging to do homework on a PLD instead of worksheets.
Go completely paperless. Our backs and our shoulders are at stake. We are vulnerable.
You just have to bring a small bag.
Yeah, that's it.
I also hope that they will record the lessons and post it online because learning should take place anywhere and anytime.
Not just for the student that wasn't here, but like for everyone to refer back to.
I do wish to bring my laptop everywhere. Use it to further my learning and learn stuff that the school doesn't teach.
Our world is evolving and everyone's going into technology and robots and all that. Paperless next year.
Alright.
At Ewing Secondary School, PLDs will be used to support students' learning. For instance, PLD is an excellent tool to promote active learning. In the classroom, teachers will design ICT-enabled lessons. Students will be using their PLD to learn independently and collaboratively during ICT-enabled lessons. In the same way, beyond the classroom, students can continue to learn individually by reviewing past lessons, access digital resources on the SLS and other digital platforms to enhance their learning, or explore topics of their own personal interests using the device. Students can also learn collaboratively anytime, anywhere, leveraging on the collaborative tools in their PLDs. In terms of supporting students in the safe and effective use of the devices, the school has measures in place to enable a safer digital environment for learning with the use of PLDs. These measures include classroom management and routines, educating students on cyber wellness, partnering parents, guardians to ensure that students are well supported in the use of technology for learning, and finally, the device management application, in short, DMA. The following slides will elaborate each of the measures that are being mentioned. Classroom management and routines. Students are to bring a fully charged PLD to school every day. Observe cyber wellness. For example, respect others by using appropriate language and not sending inappropriate content to their peers. And finally, observe proper etiquette on video conferencing. On top of the cyber wellness lessons conducted during class time by form teachers, at Ewing Secondary School, we also organize a Cyber Wellness Week where we promote cyber wellness to students via various interesting activities. To periodically highlight the importance of cyber wellness to students, we also conduct termly presentations where we highlight pertinent cyber wellness issues during flag raising ceremony. Cyber wellness ambassadors are appointed and trained to partner teachers in monitoring and guiding other students in the area of cyber wellness.
By the end of 2021, Every secondary school student will be equipped with a personal learning device. All 5 of you have children who are enrolled in a school that uses these personal learning devices. So we'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Were you excited when you first heard that your child will be receiving a personal learning device? Okay, great. Eileen?
I was very excited when I heard that they were going to get their own personal learning device because that signaled to me that digital learning was making inroads into our education system as a whole.
If they can have their own personal device, that means in a way they can learn from anywhere, anytime.
Okay, great. Eileen, I noticed that you shared you were a bit worried.
I wasn't that excited about the idea. When they have their own device, it's a journey for them to learn how to moderate themselves, how to manage their time. But I think it is a necessary process for the child as part of their growth.
So your next question is, has your child learned any new skills since receiving the device? Okay, everyone's got a thumbs up for that.
My daughter is into cooking. She is very focused on cooking clips over the December holiday. She actually did a bit of bakery and this circuit breaker as well. So it's actually quite nice.
Okay, okay, that's great. Is this idea of the kids taking a bit more ownership to explore their own interests. Siti, would you want to share some of the skills your boys picked up?
The school has also taught him to be discerning of what information that he receives. With the learning device, he's able to look for information. He will go to different websites, do his own research, and then after that we will talk about it and then we'll come to a conclusion. Sometimes he will say, oh, this one is fake news.
I noticed that now the children are meeting online to do project work together as a team. And when they start editing what they've written, they use applications that allow co-editing.
All of that is going to become standard way of communicating in the future.
Right.
So the more comfortable they are now, the better prepared they are going to be.
Let's go on to the next question. Did the personal learning device facilitate your child's learning during the HBL period? Okay, so let's hear some of your thoughts on that.
We are in a situation where there's limitations, so that they cannot go back to school. But with the learning devices, they are able to continue learning at home.
Homework can be assigned by SLS, and if they get it wrong, they'll be able to see that cross there. Right. So they know that they need to do some kind of correction.
Because of the home-based learning, school runs simultaneously. My child has her own device, so there's no competition at home for devices. It was very smooth.
Okay.
To do the home-based learning.
I recognize a lot of the benefits of having the device at home.
Sure.
I think where I was less certain is the quality of the learning. I think my child's experience fell a little bit short. Yes, the homework continues, yes, he can submit it. But what if he doesn't understand? The explanation was not there. So the learning was a struggle. When you're introducing new concepts, I think having a teacher or having somebody be able to explain it well is still important.
We really cannot overstate how important the teacher is. Devices will complement rather than replace classroom lessons. And teachers will continue to use face-to-face classroom time to clarify concepts and provide guidance for our students. We're going to take a short break here and we'll return with part 2 of the conversation.
To provide a safer digital environment for learning, a device management application, in short DMA, will be installed in all PLDs. The DMA will enable school and parents to exercise certain control over the use of the PLDs. More information about the DMA is provided in the following slides. Please take some time to go through the details. After much consideration, the school will be using the Acer R752TN Chromebook for teaching and learning. The total cost with GST will be $490. The school chose the device because of three main reasons: portability, durability, and teaching and learning affordances. For Singapore citizen students, the cost of the device bundle can be paid using your child's or ward's EduSave account after setting aside provision for payment of second-tier miscellaneous fees. To ensure the affordability of devices, MOE has provided EduSave top-ups of $200 in 2020 and $200 in May 2021 to all eligible Singapore citizen students. This is on top of the annual $290 credited into the EduSave account for secondary school students. For SC students who are on MOE FAS or whose family's monthly income meets the following criteria: gross household income lesser than or equals to $2,750, or per capita income lesser than or equals to $690. The school will subsidize 50% of device bundle cost, or $350, whichever is lower. The remaining amount will be payable from the student's EduSave account. If there is insufficient balance in the student's EduSave account for the remaining amount, school will provide additional subsidy so that there will be no out-of-pocket cash collection at all.